Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Babylon 5. I'm still reeling and dealing with Sinclair no longer being our commander, but I definitely understand the circumstance in which we found ourselves here. It's very unfortunate, but I'm very happy that the way it was handled was done right by or for Michael O'Hare. So I will come around. I'm all right. I liked Sheridan. He was, I think we got a really good idea of the type of commander he will be. He's got the same kind of true north that I think Sinclair has, because he's on Minbar, and he handled the Trigati in the right way. And we know that the old president brought him on board, but they did say that there was like something else that they needed done, and I'm still unclear if that was from the new president or the old. I was spoiled in the opening credits, my bad, about Delenn. Seems like with the hair, and seems like this is her human form. And I guess they figured out how to do that because of how they know the souls of the Minbari go into humans. And I guess that was her death. And now she did this to be more human. That seems like something that she'd want to do to be with Sinclair, because they really think that they had like a romantic thing in a past life, his past life. But I don't know what they're going to do with that now. But we learned a lot. Lennier broke down for us. And we do have to worry about this great darkness on the horizon. Garibaldi, we still don't know if he's going to pull through. He better. I think he will. And yeah, this is just a new world now that we're navigating and getting used to and coming to terms with. But I'm excited to see what all of this change is going to mean for the show. But I'm excited to get into whatever it is, with this next episode being called Revelations. I feel like there were a lot last episode, but maybe specifically with Delenn. I definitely think she's going to be surprised that the commander's not there, though. You would think. I wonder if she's going to try to contact the Great Council, but I don't even know if they'll see her after the last time they parted ways. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into it, so let's do it.
The other one picks the most breathtakingly inconvenient moment possible to explore new career options, like becoming a butterfly. I move that we reprimand both governments and demand that they assign new representatives to this council.
No. Lennier and Natav are perfectly capable of holding court for them.
I've told you all I know.
Is that the same actor?
Goodbye.
Jeez.
God bless your names. You will be remembered with honor. St. Babylon 5.
Yes, get back here. Y'all totally lost that battle, though.
It was the dawn of the third age of mankind. The year the Great War came upon us all.
Did you say the Great War is this year?
Last year I came into possession of an alien device capable of draining the life energy from one person and giving it to somebody else.
You're gonna use
a
it?
kind of death penalty.
Who are you going to hook up to the machine?
Well, I can't ask anyone else to take the risk if something goes wrong.
Okay, but Dr. Franklin, you can't do that all the time.
You look like you've gained a little weight since the last time I saw you.
Jinx, sis.
What can I say, huh? After 3 years in deep patrol eating synthetics, I took one look at the garden here and completely lost control.
Sounds great.
And you are absolutely certain that it cannot be traced back to me.
Oh, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Bernards will never be able to prove that it was done at your instigation. Perfect symmetry.
Until they want something from you.
Little demonstration will bring you some very interesting propositions. Yes. Simply choose your target. A colony. An outpost.
Londo!
Why don't you eliminate the entire non-homeworld?
What happened? You felt bad.
Oh, if you should hear about anything strange happening out on the
Now you're his spy.
I'd appreciate being informed, even if it seems unimportant. Good day, Ambassador.
You have made a deal with the devil.
Nothing has ever really been the same between us, not since Anna passed away.
I need more time, that's all.
Johnny, it's been 2 years.
Sometimes I will turn to say something to her. She's not there, but just for a second.
Was she your
I
wife?
don't know why she's not there.
She was my friend for a lot longer than you were married to her, and I miss her too. But if she were here right now, she would be mad as hell at you.
It's not about work.
What's it about?
Distraction. Lynn, come out. You see your luxurious hair.
Soon now. What happens if you pass out during the process, huh? It'll just keep taking your life energy until you're dead, correct?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Probably.
It's better you're running it and someone else is at this end.
All right, we split the difference. We'll both do it in shifts, but I'll go first. Make
That's
sure the
fair.
configuration is correct.
Close the door.
You're back.
Weep for the future, Natoth. Weep for us all.
Oh, God. That's your hello?
But none of the governments here could have done it, which left only two possibilities: a new race or an old race. A very old race.
Yeah, I bet it's old.
It's moving.
That's
Gathering its
horrifying.
forces quietly.
Yay!
On our way.
You? He's gonna try to kill him again?
How you feel?
It's not important. Did you stop them? I gotta kill the president.
I'm afraid the president's dead.
No, I gotta see the commander.
He's not here, all right? He's been reassigned. But I think we'll get along just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Garibaldi, I know you're tired. But do you remember what happened? Do you remember who shot you?
In front of everyone? He just woke up. Give him a second.
Did you find anything interesting?
Yes, I'm going to call for a meeting of the council to discuss it.
Oh?
Molari,
Worried.
the grievances between my people and yours will never be resolved except with Centauri blood. But there may be some
Doesn't have
dangers
to be
that
like
threaten
this.
both our peoples. Not to mention the Minbari, the Earthers, the League, and
A
everyone
common
else.
enemy.
Except possibly the Vorlons. I don't know what could threaten them, really.
Damn, the
Very soon,
Vorlons.
Ambassador, I may require your help.
It's time. Oh, her hand. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that.
She died on a deep space exploration vessel that exploded. You had nothing to do with that.
No, but I'm responsible for her being on that ship in the first place.
You can't blame yourself, Johnny.
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
you didn't know. I hope this is a temporary thing. And it's gotta be. Oh, yeah. Okay, fill it up. Fill it up. There we go.
Supposed to do that?
Oh my god. I hate it.
I have convinced them to send a ship to the heart of the enemy's old domain, located at the rim of known space. A dark and terrible place known as Zahadun.
Londo,
if someone
don't
is living
tell Morden.
Then all our races stand on the edge of extinction.
Take that to heart. I believe him.
You said
Londo.
if I heard about anything unusual happening out on the rim.
If I do go into your mind, even if I do find anything, it's not admissible in court.
He ain't worried about that.
Look, I gotta find out who did this to
Yeah,
me.
he'll take matters into
If
his
there's
own
anything
hands.
in my memory, anything I missed or forgot, you can find it.
Up against the wall. I think not.
You got it. You got it.
What is it? I'm kind of busy here.
Ambassador Delen's out of that
weird cocoon, and she's got wings just like a butterfly. You gotta come see.
You're fooling. Are they gonna arrest him? Or do whatever?
Shooting a senior officer is an act of treason and mutiny. The penalty is spacing. They put you in an airlock, seal it, and open the space door. You spend the next 5 minutes chewing vacuum until your lungs turn inside out, your eyeballs freeze, and your heart explodes. It's the worst kind of death you can imagine.
What do we know about this new president?
Mr. President, to what do I owe the honor of this call?
Captain Sheridan, I've just read the report on your recent arrest. During the time I served as vice president under Santiago, I grew to admire and appreciate the man. I owe it to his memory to personally oversee any inquiry.
Unless you were involved.
The first shuttle out, Captain, and I want all transcripts, vid, and background material sent with him.
Oh God, how do you deal with this?
They're reporting it as an accident.
Wow, because Morton knew about it.
They left hyperspace.
Mondo.
But Kyrie says it cannot afford to send another ship for some time.
Unless they knew the ship was coming and were waiting for it. But no one knew except...
Mondo, you're already being so messy.
What exactly are you implying, Ambassador?
He's not wrong.
Nothing.
Is she? Okay, it's gone, it's gone. Good, good. Okay, she still got this. So maybe she's like half human, half Minbari.
Has her genetic structure changed as well, or just her outward appearance?
I think it
I don't
has
know,
to have.
but, she didn't seem too inclined to talk about it. God, what a day. Garibaldi, the president, and now this.
Your job
And
is
it's not quite over yet.
a lot.
It's part of a message Anna sent to me about a week before she passed away.
Oh wow. Maybe this will give him closure.
I'll be in my quarters if you want to talk.
I had already decided to put off our vacation and go when John called to tell me that he had to cancel, so it worked out just great.
Aw, there you go.
Poor dear looked so upset about breaking the news.
It must be such a load off.
I've been thinking about this little salute Jack gave me back in his cell. Same as that psych cop Bester gave. It's like he was rubbing my nose in something he knew I could never prove. Right before Earth Force One exploded, the vice president got off at Mars saying he had the flu. It's pretty convenient, isn't it?
It is very convenient.
You'll write every once in a while? Let me know how you are?
Of course.
Things have changed, Natov, and they will never be the same. But we are Narns.
That's so different, Natov. I don't like it.
Change.
Too much
To
change.
triumph in the face of adversity. We will overcome this as well.
He was transferred to another ship a half an hour ago. It had Earth Force security markings. It knew all the right access and identification codes.
So he's gone and all the evidence with him.
Yeah, you'll never see him again.
So
Have you notified President Clark?
he's not taking any calls.
He's in on it. All right, well, Garibaldi's awake, which I'm very happy about. And I love that they pulled the machine from The Quality of Mercy. I love that callback and that Dr. Franklin is using it and used his own life force to help Garibaldi, and that Sheridan also wanted to help too. I really like that. And I love that he brought Talia in and found out like this conspiracy is real, and the Psi Corps is behind it. Also, the VP knows about it and was in that position because they wanted him to be. And now we can't prove it because we gave away all of our even, I don't even know if we had a lot of proof, but what we had is gone. So this is terrible. I don't know how they navigate this, because how do you prove this? Ugh, God. And then Londo. I hate that he seems so happy to be involved with Mordin. I thought once he realized the gravity of what he did, he was gonna step back from it. But even if he wanted to, I don't think he can. he is their informant now and got even more Narn killed. Jakar's right. He's right. And it's not just going to be a Narn problem. It's going to be an everybody problem. I hope Londo can understand that soon and own up to what happened, his part in it, and then help us figure out what to do about Morden and his people. Because I think Jakar is also right about it being a very old species. I mean, they're so advanced. The Narn ships don't have a chance. Gosh. Well, you know, it wasn't a huge surprise that Delenn looked the way she did, but I did not like the interim look of the grayscale looking the thing. I'm glad that was temporary, very temporary. And I know Sinclair's gone, and I know it was something that they couldn't control, but I just hate how everyone's just okay with it and moved on. Couldn't we had a little bit of? I thought she'd be upset. I thought Ivanova would be upset. Garibaldi was a little upset, but not. We've all moved on. I've not moved on. I would like a grieving period, but we're just, you know, onwards. But I did enjoy Sheridan's enthusiasm of like just everything he's involved with now. Like, this job comes with a lot, but you know, there can be bright spots, and then seeing Delenn definitely is part of that for him, I think. And I'm glad Jakar is back, and I'm glad Delenn is back. We can get back to a little bit of normalcy with so much change, but you know, even now, like, we've got to deal with whatever this VP or now president is going to enact now that he's in the pocket of Psi Corps. So it's going to be whatever they want, just the way Londo is with Morden. It's terrible. It's terrible. Things are so bad. Well, I'm excited that Delenn has fully become this, you know, I said that she's human now, but she's a hybrid of sorts, I think. And I think that's what their people think is required to bring the Minbari and humans together to unite, because it definitely is something that the Minbari in power know to be true, that they need to be close to the Earthlings because that's who they're becoming. But they need to get humans to like and trust them now too. And I guess Delenn is that bridge, which, you know, makes sense, and she's who you would want. So I'm glad about that. Yeah, it's just there's just so much change. There's so much change. But I really like Sheridan, I do. And it's, you know, understandable that they would give him a story like this. They need to humanize him, make us have an emotional connection to him, and knowing that he has a bit of a tragic backstory with losing his wife definitely endears you to him. And it's nice that we could see him be unburdened by knowing now that he is not the reason that his wife was killed. Even if that was the case where he canceled and she got killed because she wasn't in a different place, that's still something you can't know that. Like, it's you know, you shouldn't blame yourself for that, but I understand why he does. But now he knows that she was going to cancel on him. So I think he can finally process and move on. And I think that's good for him now that he's in this new environment, has all these other things that are going to be laid at his feet. He needs to be able to be very clear-headed about everything and not, you know, have this part of him that he's not processing, and that would affect his day-to-day existence. And now, on top of all the stress he's probably going to have being in that position, he needs to be as clear-headed as possible. So, yeah, I just don't know what they do now. I don't know what Jakar does, because like Natasha said, they changed actors with her. I really like Natasha. But at least, you know, Natasha's still there. It's just a different person. I'll get used to it. It's going to be a while before they can even send more ships. But even if they can, what can they do? They need all hands on deck. And I don't think anybody is realizing how bad it is, how potentially awful this is going to be for everyone. I think he's aware, but I don't know if everyone is. Not everyone has seen what we've seen. So once they become aware, that's got to be everyone's main focus. But then you still got to deal with the political bullshit with the new president, the Psi Corps. I'm just so upset by Londo's involvement in this. I just hope he can find a point of no return where he just can't keep doing this with Morden, can't keep offering up this information. It's bad for his people on top of being bad for the Narn. So we'll see if we get there. I just feel like it's going to come out, and then, I mean, Jakar already hates him. They've already got this eternal beef. I don't see it getting, I see it getting worse before it gets better, if it ever gets better. I root for it to get better, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I like this episode. Getting to know Sheridan more, having Garibaldi back, having Jakar back, having Delenn back. You can get back into a little bit of sameness where I can feel less on edge about the show I've already come to love changing. But it does tie into what's actually happening in the narrative of the show. Like, change is a huge part of what's happening right now, not just with the outside of the losing Michael O'Hare and losing whoever was playing Natasha and having a new person. So it's a lot, but we'll get there. We'll find a new normal. But I'm liking everything so far. It's just a lot to get used to, and I got to get used to it. But I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So yeah, good episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.